widely criticized to be a scam, and he apologized, and I confronted the founders behind this crypto coin. Only now, one of the founders has gone full internet tough guy and is making threats towards the people who criticized him.
Oh my god.
You little shit. I'm gonna come see you personally myself. Yeah? For spreading all that fake lies on my name. You little watch when I catch you, I'm gonna smash your teeth in.
This double down by itself would seem so insane, but it actually gets worse. So this is a full expose on Amio talk.
Guys, we'll put you on game, okay? Put you on game. Or should I put this? If you want to win all of your fights, whether it's arguments, physical, all of that, right? You want to win all of it, right? All types of them. Consistently, never lose. I know a way. But it will take a sacrifice. That sacrifice will be hard to, let go. But you will have to take it if you want to win. That sacrifice is your pride has to be toned, meaning it has to be tuned where it's not too much, too small. Your ego, so your ego is literally toned. It's supposed to be more toned than the pride. Like that joint is supposed to be barely 1%, bro. Mad humble. Reasonable. So that being said, now when it comes to the fighting, right? You did that sacrifice. Now when it comes to fighting and all those shapes and forms and sizes, right? Different settings. To win those, guaranteed, like off rip, like not like during all that, you win right away. You have to be the calm one, bro. The only way for that to happen is either you choose to stay there, gotta be calm, you know what I'm saying, and not to let their irrational behavior to affect you to cause the same type of behavior back. That shouldn't be the, yeah, it will affect you in a way. It will irritate you, yeah, it will make you mad, but you shouldn't look at it as a way like personal, because I feel like deep down, if they had everything going on with no suffering, they had no mental illness or nothing, they probably wouldn't act like that. You know what I'm saying? So since they are going through a lot, and obviously you too, everybody is, but since that's the case, there's gonna be a lot of hiccups with a lot of people. Some way worse than others, some unacceptable. But still, even though it may look like they've won, you took the peaceful route and you let things go. But in reality, you the one that won because you're peaceful yourself. They not. They just saw you handle it peacefully when they came accept themselves. That's why they act like that in the first place. And when they do that, the ones that are eligible of being civilized and disciplined. Not for the ones that's not eligible, like disability people, not talking about them. But the ones that are eligible to be freaking civilized, freaking disciplined, those nibbles, those individuals, who the freak I'm talking about, acting, behaving manners that you know you're not supposed to act like. Discipline yourself. Don't even respect yourself. No morals. These type of folks, right? When you keep practicing that behavior, that peaceful route or that peacefulness would never appear, bro. It would never happen because you will have to sacrifice all that behavior, that personality, and the ones that wants to win, you have to go that peaceful route, and you will always win, even when they act wild, irrational, and stuff. You always got to be peaceful. Don't look at them as the enemy, because in reality, they're not the enemy. The real enemy of that situation is the actions and the negative, what you call, intentions that can easily stir up within you by absorbing these things. That's the only enemy, and it can become yourself easily. So, I'm saying. I'm saying this from example. I've won all my conflicts. All of it. It may look like I lost because they were the more aggressive. I wasn't even aggressive, but they were the most aggressive and all that. But in reality, accountability hit them way later. It hit them hard too. I got my lick back. Got my lick back properness. And no, this is not something that that was what you called that I'll get a backlash from either, because I'm not the one that did it. You know what I'm saying? What comes around goes around, but accountability is like 100% stronger, like guaranteed for that. Stronger form. So I don't repay what they did to me, it's gonna go back to them. But if I repay what they did to me, what they did is gonna come back to them, but it's also gonna loop back and come back to me. So I don't want that, Chief. You can have all of that. All of that. So you can get booted. So I ain't gonna get booted, Chief. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say. Can keep
Polio, the founder, who in my opinion is a danger to himself and
that dude is a buster. Like, why are you like resorting to violence? Like I said, like back to correlating what I was talking about, my point. Like, as soon as I'm telling you right now, I don't care who you are, what you do for a living, what you achieved. Do not care, because it don't matter in this, what I'm about to say. What I'm about to say is your core self. If the first response to a conflict that you are in, like possibly out of your control, right? You say you was in there and it was out of your control. You got into a conflict situation, put into one. It happens, right? But let's say your first response to that, is violence. I'm not saying you're a bad person off rip or evil person, but you lost that battle. You lost. You took an L. You took an L, bruh. You took an L, bruh. You took an L, bruh. You took an L, Chief. Try again.
And others in addition to being a scammer. So we'll...
Nah, he's right there. Any nigga that pop out a Lambo like this, he's a danger.
Any nigga who sends threats on voice messages, you just want the evidence to just be there, bro. Like, that is like gift wrapping evidence. That's like coming to rob somebody with your face, no mask on. You just robbing them. Like, let y'all know who robbing you, right?
You don't think we're a scam. You just think that we're not gonna.
No, I think you're a scam. You must not like the way we dress or the color of our skin.
All it is because we're not your average suit and tie kind of guys. Maybe you don't like the color of our skin.
Which is a pretty shocking allegation when only an hour earlier I was...
I don't like when the wrong people use that. That's not yours. It's like, oh, gosh. It's like a wrong place, wrong time type of situation when it comes to, you know, people saying things that they're not supposed to say, bro. This is not you're not them. You're not the one that's supposed to say that. You're not the one. Why would you say that? Like, want to be main character so bad. You're not that. Alright? It's not. You don't need to be a main character. Alright? The only main character was Jesus. That was it. Everybody else is equal. Calm down. Goodness. But you know how the world is, bro. Like, oh yeah, this was crazy. Like, this guy wanted to use that sentence like that stuff don't belong to you, bro. You don't need to say, oh, you use it because of color of our skin. Your work ethic is booty, is buns, it's gosh, because you don't want to use the genuine route of hard work. You want to use the route of devious tactics. No one respects that, man. What you're doing, man, it's very, very, very domino effect, man.
Was a man of dignity and a man of the people.
You are a man of dignity and a man of the people because you are.
Yeah, niggas be saying anything to be right, bro. You bring race into it. You bring your mom into the shit. You bring money in. You might bring God into the equation, bro. But you will say anything to be right. I hate people like that.
I hate people like that as well.
Bro, go from a man of dignity to, man, you must just not like the color of my skin and the fact that I'm not a suit and tie type of nigga. I'm a Paradox crypto wearing t-shirt type of nigga,
That's
man.
all it had to
That's
be,
the
man.
type of guy I am, man.
That's what it had to be, man.
Yeah, me and
it's
my brother.
It's my skin tone, man. Forget the fact that I'm trying to scam a bunch of people out of money and I'm using a minor to do so in the process. Forget that part. That part, it's really my skin tone, man. I know you keep telling me that I'm scamming people, and I know you keep telling me that I'm using a minor.
But you don't mean that, though.
But I know you don't mean it. It's my skin tone.
I'm happy that he stood up, though, and didn't just be like, like he just said, like, no, I think you're a scam.
But honestly, I thought the story was going to end here for me. Because even though they've made a response video about this a couple days ago, where Amio Talio, the founder, tried to talk a lot more carefully and considerately about his crypto coin, I watched it and realized it wasn't worth my time to cover because A, Moist Critical already covered this and I felt like he had done a great job already, but also B, it was basically all the same counter arguments that I had already debunked on a 2-hour live stream. But yesterday, something changed. Amio Talio decided to double down by going from a crypto scammer into an unprofessional goon who threatens people who criticize him. What's worse is that he didn't just threaten people with big platforms like me or Moist Critical. No. He was nice to us. He told me after I toasted him and his brother for 2 hours on a live stream, good luck on your future ventures. No, instead of going after us, Amio Talio decided to target a small TikTok creator that dared to criticize him the exact same way I did, but instead of saying good luck on your future ventures, he said this.
Watch when I catch you, I'm gonna smash your teeth in. Every single time you look at your face in the mirror, You're gonna see your broke up nose bust up in 20 different places. That's what I'm gonna do. That big nose of yours, right? You thought it was funny, innit? You thought it's funny.
He felt like physically causing harm to someone voluntarily, causing harm to someone, no matter how dangerous it could be, even fatality scale to that level, just because they laughed. Come on, come on. You definitely need some healing, and you definitely don't need to be doing what you're doing. The business you're trying to do, lay that off, bro. You got other business that you need to take care of, because that joint sabotages you, man. You're wild, man. You good. Resorting to violence, bro, is usually number one on the do not do list, but people do it. You know, like, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna say it like this: resorting to violence 9 times out of 10 doesn't end well, and most likely doesn't end in your favor. Neither of the favors. Like, you can say it's good for now, and it can look cool for now, until they hit you later. Big, 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 big critical damage. You gonna feel it. Feel it.
Just troll mans on the internet, bro. I'm not an internet guy. I'm gonna put your name out. I'm gonna put 10 bags down.
Is that his name right there?
Nigga, you are an internet guy. You have a crypto coin. You couldn't be more of
His
a.
name is right there.
Yo,
Yo! Yo! Yo, this is Low. I'm about to tell you something. Yo! No way this nigga just giving all the evidence. Like, that's crazy, bro.
So anyone that shows me this guy's address, I'll give him 10 bags. And I'm gonna see what you're gonna say when I come there. Because I think you think I'm just some internet problem, not an internet. Yeah? So I'll see you very soon, you little.
Now this is so annoying to me. It's the ultimate internet tough guy act. You choose the smallest voice criticizing you when you say,
yo, wait, hold on. We can't just skate past that. Yo, he's crazy.
Nah, yeah, you're crazy, dog. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. And
Yeah, told you that dude's. Bro, you have to be mentally ill or something, bro. If you resort to violence happily, voluntarily, bro, you're mentally wild. You're bugging. You're not there, bro. You're not there up there. Up there, you're not there. And you need some help. And the more you say you don't need help, it's putting yourself in jeopardy, man. Why?
I know for a fact the criticism you received from Moist Critical, us, and CoffeeZilla was much harsher than whatever that smaller influencer did, bro. You're fucking weird. You're weird, nigga. You're
That's
weird.
wild, bro.
You're weird.
Niggas just pick on the person they think they can get away with it.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
That he's just picking on somebody that he knows for a fact the repercussions aren't going to be as dire if he does something like that to CoffeeZilla. That's literally what he's doing.
Yeah. And like I said, to those people that do that, accountability sees what you're doing. We'll pack you up. We'll pack you up so bad. They'll pack you up so bad, bro, that I will hear about the packing. That's how bad we packing folks up. I hear about that junk, man. Sometimes I don't say nothing, man. You want to with accountability. You are eligible. You are eligible to control yourself to a reasonable degree. If you're eligible to do that, be one with accountability. Because if you're against it, you're not winning. Trust.
Because he can't keep going back and forth with CoffeeZilla, Moist Critical, people who've dissected every single last word he said. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Snapchat and then just dog you and then tell people I'm going to give them 10 bands for your address.
Yeah, nigga, let me find out, but you dropped fucking 10 bands on an Addy.
But he just saying it just so you know, I got the funds to do what I really need to do. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna broke your nose so bad every single time you look at, like, come on, dog. What are you talking about?
We know you do, bro, because I know how you get your bread, so I know you got the bread.
Okay, I'm gonna bash your teeth in if you don't shut up. Like, why not say that on a live stream to me? And it's also the dumbest thing, too, because you're literally threatening somebody online recorded. You're saying you're putting a bounty on them. Like, you might get arrested doing that. And honestly, this thing was so unhinged that even after seeing a screenshot from Amio Talio's Snapchat, I didn't even believe like this was real. I thought it might have been a deep fake or something. He says 5K to the person who grabs this guy who criticized him and brings him to me. I want to see this troll's face in real life. And then he asks for his mom's address. I honestly thought I was trapped in some kind of paradox metaverse nightmare that I have to like pay Paracoin to get out of. There just is no way in my mind someone could be that stupid to voice physical threats over a recordable voice memo and then have screenshots of them putting a bounty on somebody. And it wasn't until I reached out to the person who's actually threatening all of this, Naeem, that I actually believed any of this was real for sure.
So the CEO, basically yesterday, the CEO of Paradox messaged me. He straight away went with threats. He was like, said, I'm gonna put a 10K bounty on you, like, I'm gonna make people come after you, look for you. Took a screenshot of my Snapchat profile and put it on his story, telling people to come look for me.
Wow.
Now, obviously, these are pretty shocking allegations. So I wanted
They're not allegations. I guess they technically are, but
is this proof? What was on?
sounds just like him, bro. That's his voice, man.
There was no doubts given how serious it is. So I reached out to Paradox Metaverse to try to hear their side of the story. They decided not to respond, but they did respond on Discord about it, confirming some of this. We have the brother of Amio Talio responding under the handle Professor. You can see on Discord he's labeled the co-founder, and someone gives Naeem's TikTok account and he says, hey, Amio's making it worse. His brother says, just a futter getting told off. Nothing to worry about. Quote, each of them, I guess the critics, have contacted us to pay them to remove the posts. Isn't that called blackmailing? Now, here he seems to confirm the threat, saying they were—
Nigga, what? Why you put 10 bands on his head, nigga? That's called safety. What the fuck? It's not blackmail
to remove blackmail. They don't want their info out there. You're dumb.
Oh my god.
And again, bro, y'all are, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Y'all are the worst criminals of the year.
No, I swear to God.
Y'all are the worst criminals of the year, bro. Y'all are giving out information about illegal things that y'all are doing and then admitting it on Discord. Like, oh, don't worry, guys. Just some more back and forth, some fodder, man. Trolls will be trolls. You gotta put them in their place. And actually, when you think about it, like, nigga, shut up, bro. You put out thousands of dollars to get the information or even bring up their mom's information, bro. Y'all are grown-ass men. Y'all are grown fucking men. Y'all are weird. Just imagine what they've done so far. They hired a fake Cristiano Ronaldo, which in and of itself is just wild. Like, let's think about that.
That is wild.
And threw him in a t-shirt to promote a scam coin, allegedly. Then also gave tens of thousands of dollars, more likely, maybe hundreds, to a minor to promote it. Potentially got duped by the minor because he didn't actually
promote the shit properly.
He didn't promote it properly and didn't mute his mic just so y'all can get exposed. And then after that, you got completely dog walked by Coffee Media and the rest of the internet because y'all are dumb.
CoffeeZilla.
And on CoffeeZilla. And now you're committing crimes in such a way where it's so easily drawn back to you. Oh, yes, y'all are dumb, bro. What a week, dog. What a week.
It may not surprise
They
you
are wild,
that
dude.
this whole story didn't stop there, because I started to do a deep dive on this guy. And it turns out he actually has a history of this, even though he had a low profile online. He's apparently lived a lot of his life being a tough guy and threatening people for seemingly no reason. Like, for example, he got in a fight with this guy at the gym who didn't enjoy being filmed.
What the fuck?
What are you swearing?
What?
What are you swearing at?
Taking a picture of me.
I'm taking a selfie, you bitch. Don't swear at me. Swear at me. You're nobody.
And it's not just that either. He got in a fight with his luxury.
That dude got
car
anger.
brother
He got
cash as well. He makes.
Bro, that dude got angry issues, bro. He got angry issues, man. It steeps. It comes all the way deep from home, man. It's definitely from home, but that man needs to get it together, bro. He's lashing at the wrong people.
Makes some pretty disgusting statements about the guy's family, which I will be bleeping out, but I think you can read between the lines here.
Your mom, your hanky-panky dad, your fucking stupid kids, yeah, your fucking brother that needs to come out of the fucking closet. I told you.
He will film himself trying to commit crimes and then post it on YouTube. For example, he literally did this with a attempted theft.
Open the boot. Don't record me, help me. Come help me.
And it all tracks back. Sadly, it's cliche, but it all tracks back down to the father, man. It's his $1 billion father. You know what I'm saying? He didn't discipline his little man here. He didn't discipline his little man. He let little man run around, do what he want. Didn't give little man the time of the day. Little man didn't care. And now little man wilding. It's tough.
Huh? We're just making sure that no one can steal this. We're just making sure.
Is that a skit or the
don't know,
worst robbery of all time?
Bro, it's so weird to me that some the quote unquote high value mans, the big alphas that put on this persona for y'all to just buy and eat up are some of the most mentally weak, most emotional niggas on the internet. I promise you, every time we've reacted to this, every time I've seen them, those are the ones who are the most emotionally unstable individuals by far.
I could keep showing examples, but I think this is the last one I'm going to show. This.
I actually want to talk about it real quick, what he just said. The reason why for that, Lo, I think Lo probably doesn't know, but the reason why for that, man, is because the world, since, you know, exists, right? And since the world is full of struggling individuals, basically everybody, full of suffering humans, right? These suffering humans, all of them have their own dark energy. They're suffering. All that combined, not saying, pretty dark world we got. Saying everyone can see. Look outside, chaos. Say you look, screen, chaos. Everywhere you turn, see catastrophe. So we live in a world full of that. That's what you're gonna be exposed to most of the time. So that you're gonna see that a lot, sadly, you know what I'm saying. There will be those type of people are gonna be idols and nowadays because they are the most relatable for a lot of people. It is what it is.
Shows especially what kind of a delusional narcissist this guy is.
The biggest motherfucker going. The biggest motherfucker going. If I let some motherfucker like you try and play this gunda shit with me, you motherfucker.
You see his ego, but he shot his own ego and got mad at somebody else, bro. Like, see, he's not. This man is not mentally up there. This is some crazy, mentally unstable activity. And his father is not even, it probably still doesn't care of how his son acts. He probably just feeds him money. Like, that's gonna help this guy from acting a fool, bro. That's not how it works. He was never emotionally there. So this dude is emotionally damaged, mentally damaged. I don't know about permanent, but like it will get there. This keeps up, man.
It's gonna be the biggest down, your biggest downfall. Watch what happens to you. And what you think I'm going to come down? I'm a big man, bro. Make one phone call, bro. Yeah, what you think I'm gonna come down to you? But you don't worry, you'll see what time it is, isn't it? Don't worry. Don't worry. You carry on. You just carry on. Yeah? Your kids, everyone. Don't need to swear on no one's kids, bro. You watch.
This guy is so
What? See what I'm talking about? Craziness, bro. How you gonna curse someone kids and then say I'm not even gonna curse at your kids after cursing at their kids? He contradicts himself under 0.3 seconds. That's pretty fast. I don't think I've seen that fast of a contradiction before. That's first time for me. It's first time. That dude he might have broke a record right there.
He said, "I don't need to spare no one's kids." That's what he just said.
I don't know. Hold on.
This is actually, wow, you're insane, bro.
You're like a serial voice note threatener. Shit, you get a
imagine
kick
how-
out of sending voice notes like that.
Hey, that's crazy.
I'm a big guy, bro.
I'm a big guy.
Look at it like this now,
you
yeah,
think
bro.
it's gonna be me? Huh? Imagine him pacing around his fucking living room sending messages like that, bro. Come on, bro. I'm so serious on
Hey, yo.
all those gurus that they be on online, and or the people who scamming people for money, talking about how much money they got the Lambo and all that, bro. That shit, bro. Them people deep down inside are some of the most mentally weak individuals on the platform, bro. Everything they do is for validation from everybody else. They actually have no souls, bro. Look.
Yeah, they don't. They gave that stuff away, bro. They gave it away to whatever they indulged themselves in, which is probably not good anyways. But that's what a lot of people do, you know. They sometimes, I mean, first off, everybody's fighting a battle, and everybody's battle is very similar to one's another. We all fight demons. That's one. And whoever tell you otherwise, they already losing. They losing because they don't even know what they're talking about. But we all find demons for one. Some lose pretty bad. You can tell by the way their behavior is and stuff. And some win, but it's a constant battle. So I'm talking about for the ones that are eligible, again, eligible to be reasonable folks. The ones that are not is the ones that are disabled. Those ones are not in the combo. Those people are reasonably excused. They will have automatic bypass. So, but the ones that are eligible, right, and they're selling, the ones that are eligible that are selling, hey man, telling you right now, it ain't that much different on the other side. Meaning on the dream you thinking is not that much different. That dream you thinking is the struggle, it didn't leave. You the problems you got now will probably just maximize if you not saying your dream, depending on the dream. If your dream is big, your problems is maximizing. No doubt. But if your dream is like, something that's a doctor or whatnot, then your problem would just be tedious. It'd be very tedious indeed. But the thing is, you can't run away from problems no matter what you're doing at the moment, sadly. But the problems can be at a miniature level. depending on how you handle yourself. That takes time.
Look at this man, bro. You know how weird you have to be to just sit there and care that much to where you're like, oh, he gonna get a piece of my mind. So send voice messages.
I also feel like when money is your North Star, then that's how you're gonna operate. Like, like nothing else is gonna matter to you as much as making money. Just being a good person is not gonna matter to you as much as making money. And those are the types of people that unfortunately usually make the most amount of money because they're willing to cross lines that other people aren't because they actually have a moral compass. This guy is a token that, for all intents and purposes, has a function. Is just a quite useless function and a series of quite useless functions, but he's trying to get people to stake their money and commit long term to this token that doesn't actually have much value. And so when people call it for what it is, instead of just really looking inside, again, because his North Star is money, he'll send out these threats to the people he thinks he can get away with bullying. At the end of the day, bro, it's all weird activity. Like all of it.
Massively weird.
From hiring a fake Cristiano Ronaldo you can get sued for, to getting a minor involved, which I bet also has implications. You're not doing a good job of running your business even if money was your North Star. Even if you might have a fucking Lambo and some bread, you don't seem like the type of guy who actually knows how to run a business. You seem like the type of guy who can get over on some fucks in the Web3, which is not that hard nowadays. It's not that fucking hard to make millions of dollars in crypto if you're a fucking goon. Look, man, when money is your North Star, you be willing to do just about anything for money, and that's exactly what's happening here. You can't be surprised, bro. This nigga doesn't look like he has much purpose in his life. His purpose is to make bread, and if it comes at the expense of you committing to this token, then fuck it. And if you get in the way of his bread because you criticized him and you're on TikTok and he could get away with bullying you, he's gonna do it.
Yo, but let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, man. Don't be this guy, man. Don't be this.
Oh, never be this. This shit is so sad, bro.
It's sad as hell.
Your life will look this sad.
Y'all look lame as hell.
You'll be threatening
all of them. Every man, top-notch guru, big alpha man. I make a bunch of money and they brag about it. He's just money just sitting in front of him. I don't care about the haters. I don't care. But yo, let us know your comments in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell. We'll see you all next time, man. Peace.
That was very informative video. I feel like it was too much.